But Browns owner Jimmy Haslam sounded off on QB Deshaun Watson during the owners' meeting. And he said Watson has a pretty good chance at being QB1 for the team this season. Head coach Todd Monken said that they will factor in what happened at the end of last season, as well as dropping some hints on the potential order of the QBs heading into training camp. It's also worth noting that QB Dillon Gabriel has not been seen around Berea, while both Sanders and Watson have been spotted working out in the Browns facility. Now, I don't think this is as big of a deal as people are making of it, right? I mean, when Shador got drafted last year, he wasn't at the Browns facility all the time. He showed up within the first week, but he was getting his workout in it at other local high schools, open fields, and I don't really see the need for the quarterbacks to be in the facility as much, but I can understand where the disconnect comes, seeing as you have a new head coach, Todd Monken. He just brought in his own staff, right? Obviously, you're going to want your quarterbacks to at least meet the new head coach and get affiliated with that staff in the program that you guys are planning on running. So I can see on that aspect why it's a bad thing that Dillon Gabriel hasn't been in the building. But I don't see it being that big of a deal where you need to just discount Dillon Gabriel and say he's done and he's not going to have a chance. Now, personally, I feel like Dillon Gabriel is quarterback 3, and he will remain that way until otherwise. Unless he is traded, unless he is cut, or unless he moves up the depth chart. He started out last year as QB2. He begins this season as QB3. Shador Sanders started last season as QB4 and begins the season as the potential QB1, tied with Watson, who's also potential QB1/QB2. The way I view it, I'd put Shador number 1, Deshaun 2, and Gabriel 3rd. The reason being because I just don't see a world where Dillon Gabriel is going to make the Browns win football games. You want to win because of the quarterback, not in spite of him. And that's exactly what the Browns had to do with Dillon Gabriel and Shador Sanders at times last season, which would make you think that I'm rooting for Deshaun Watson. As a Browns fan, having to deal with Deshaun Watson, that was the worst trade in NFL history, and it's not even close. I'm so ready for them to close the door on that Deshaun Watson chapter and move on. I don't care if he has another 5 years in the tank where he could be a top 5 quarterback. I don't want him on my team. It's a constant reminder of what we gave up and what became of our team. We were a playoff team. Super Bowl caliber with Baker Mayfield, at least for that 1 year in 2020. And you blew it all up for a guy that blew out his Achilles twice. His shoulder literally fell apart during a game, the Baltimore game, where that was the only game since he's been in Cleveland where he looked like 2019 Deshaun Watson. That is the only time Deshaun has ever contributed to this team. And I'm sorry to say, but even if he does bring back some of his old magic, I don't want to see it. And we don't want to see it. I'm speaking for all Browns fans here. This is not objective. This is personal. We do not want to see Deshaun Watson, Jimmy Haslam, Andrew Berry. We don't want to see him. We're done. We're through with it. Now, obviously, that's just my opinion. And that's just the sentiment of most Browns fans. Most of us are ready to see what Shador Sanders has. But until the Browns front office and the coaching staff gets aligned in that mindset, in that frame of mind, we will not see it happen. And I'm okay with that. If Deshaun Watson has to play week 1, they deem him as the best quarterback to win us the most games, I'm fine with that. I just don't want to see it. So don't expect me to turn on the TV and watch those games. I will just catch the highlights. I don't want to see him play. I really don't. Deshaun Watson just has his odor around him. You know when you walk past somebody that just got that musk and they just smell. That's what Deshaun Watson got around him. He's got that man musk. But it's like you get home from working a 9 to 5, but let's say you're working in a warehouse. So you're working in a warehouse from 9 to 5 and it's just hot. And everybody has that one coworker that smells. And throughout the week they progressively smell worse. That's Deshaun Watson.